For all the things you need in one, Hughes Federal Credit Union has the latest payment choices that make your life easy and convenient. Put technology and convenience at your fingertips. Hughes Federal Credit Union. Smart choice.
Welcome to Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Hughes Federal Credit Union. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley here with Greg Hansen. Greg, it's March and everybody's talking about the two big tournaments coming up. But before Arizona plays in the Pac-12 tournament and the NCAA tournament, there's one very, very big game against Cal coming up Thursday in McKale Center. What sort of a test is this going to be?
Cal's progress is remarkable.
Yes.
I think in the last 5 weeks, they've become, with Oregon, the best team in the league, all because Jaylen Brown has exerted himself, taken over that team's offense, and they are really good.
They're really good, and Tyrone Wallace is back too. I mean, you talk about their backcourt. Their backcourt is better than anything Arizona has at this point.
Their four backcourt guys, I think we both agree, Jabari Bird, Matthews Wallace, and Jaylen Brown are better than any Arizona perimeter guy.
Right. That's what makes them so dangerous. You know, we talked early in the season about they were so young that you didn't really know what to expect. Right. I think they are a known commodity at this point and a very, very dangerous team.
Yeah, you know, and up front, Cameron Brooks is serviceable every now and then. Ivan Rabb is good. He's not a star.
No.
Arizona's got the edge in the front court, but Cal has a big edge in the back court. Only the McKale Center crowd will mitigate it, and unless Gabe York is hot.
Right. Let's talk about that for a minute. The McKale Center crowd, I typically think is worth like 5 points.
Sure.
Something like that, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I mean, Cal's going to come into the game, I think, considered by many as good, if not better, than Arizona on paper. I mean, is this just a coin toss kind of game, or where do you see it going?
I still think Arizona will win just because of McKale Center. And Jaylen Brown hasn't played in a road venue like this. Right. Neither does Ivan Rabb. But Cal's got good players.
Right.
Cal could get to the Sweet 16.
Absolutely. You know, Cal, at the time that they beat Arizona in Berkeley a little bit over a month ago, Cal was 13-0 at home and just okay on the road. Right. I think that that's going to be one of the big tests for Cal coming into McKale. Is this a good team, or is this a team that beats the teams that it's supposed to and loses to the teams it's supposed to?
It needs to win this game.
Right.
The thing about the Pac-12 that gets me is, you know, the top 4 teams are 81-3 at home this year.
Wow.
They really haven't done that much on the road. That's why the conference to me is still kind of a mystery. How good is it?
Right.
I don't know, because nobody's broken through on the road and beat these guys.
Right. Real quick before we sign off here, what do you make of Gabe York? It seemed to me like he pressed hard at the end of that Utah game, and it was just a disaster.
Well, we now know he's not a closer. He's not a guy you bring in from the bullpen to win a game.
Right.
He's had 4 chances on the road this year. He didn't come through on any of them.
Right, including one at Cal where he missed a 6-foot runner at the buzzer.
And that was his best attempt.
Right.
The one at Colorado where he just dribbled out of bounds.
Yeah.
And at Utah, his last 3 minutes were something like he's going to erase from his memory forever.
Right.
That's just what Arizona is. They don't have a closer.
Right. This is why I think, and you might disagree with me, Alonzo Trier is the key to the whole thing.
But he jacked up 2 really bad shots in the last 3 minutes of Utah.
But he's the one guy they have who can get to the basket, get fouled. I think I've bored you with my Alonzo Trier reminds me so much of Jared Bayless argument, but still very similar. I mean, this is a guy who's going to need to take over in the postseason if Arizona's going to make any kind of a run.
Now, he's their best option in crunch time, and they haven't used him. You know, I was just thinking in that same manner. Caleb Tarsuski has never got the ball in the crutch.
Right.
Ever.
Right. That's true. I mean, you're right. You're right. I'm trying to think
4 years
here.
at crunch time, he has never touched the ball.
Wow. Tree Jacobson had a game-winning shot attempt. I'm not sure Zeus has. You know?
No, it hasn't.
That's crazy. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Greg Hansen's Video Notebook. A very exciting March coming up, Greg. I have no idea what to expect.
Hey, Arizona might be playing in Brooklyn, New York.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Go see Rondé.
Especially if the Yankees are playing and Mickey Mantle's in the lineup.
Hey, Greg, why'd your column come in way, way late? That'll do it for this episode of Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Hughes Federal Credit Union. For Greg Hansen, all right, favorite Yankees, Mickey Mantle. Who's your favorite current Yankee?
On this team? Man, Joe Girardi.
I'm glad he didn't say Aroldis Chapman, folks. I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
True fans live for their team. They buy the gear, they order the tickets, they pay for the seats and the experiences. For those true U of A fans, thankfully there is Hughes Federal Credit Union. offering the latest payment choices such as U of A debit cards, paying online, paying a friend with Pop Money, or using Apple Pay with your mobile phone. Show your U of A spirit and put technology and convenience at your fingertips. Hughes Federal Credit Union. Smart choice.